Something right there, right? On day 6, are we on day 6? Day 6 of the tour, we have our first flat, our first bike repair of any kind. Troy's working on it right now.
It's time for Cycle Tour 2021. This year, Mark and I are pedaling from cornfields to cities, from the bluffs of the mighty Mississippi River to the bygone towpaths of the Hennepin and I&M canals, on a 10-day loop in northern Illinois, following a modified version of the Grand Illinois Trail. Day 6 is a long, hot pedal along the Hennepin Canal. Our 60-mile day ends a bit differently than planned in LaSalle. See you on the trail.
We woke up this morning and decided to move on and see if there was better environs for making breakfast, and it turns out there wasn't.
I don't know, this is nice.
This is nice, but it's not maybe better than the other place.
Oh, we're in the shade here.
We are.
Sort of.
It's a little. The other place was in the shade.
I bet not now. I bet not.
Would have been when we got up.
Yeah, when we got up, you're right. That was your idea. It's not as wet, right? It's not as wet.
It doesn't seem as wet.
So the grass, we couldn't have gotten out of the grass. We're off the grass here.
Yeah.
Grass is wet. Everything's wet all the time. I think we're pretty much, because of this trip, we will be wet forever. We're never going to dry out.
We can't.
Impossible. We've reached a saturation point beyond which you cannot return of wetness.
Ooh, that breeze is helping.
Oh,
feeling that breeze.
Feels so good. Yeah. It is cool this morning. And the high today is like 80, 79 or 80. So that's going to be nicer than the 89 of yesterday. The trail continues to degenerate, though it's still on Google Maps shows as solid line, which usually indicates paved. I'm getting a little anxious about the upcoming dotted line in a number of miles. If this is the good stuff, I'm not sure what we're going to be riding soon. And ceremoniously it comes to an end. That's it. That's all they give you. End. Caution. Last lock. Lock 1.
This is 1? What about 2?
I don't know.
There's no 2.
How could there be?
I think 1's further down.
The canal trail just ends.
Yeah.
We have left the Hennepin Canal trail and are heading up roads into Peru or LaSalle.
Both.
LaSalle, Peru,
Yes.
to get a hotel for the night. We are taking it easy tonight. Long day tomorrow. Get an earlier start if we stay in a hotel tonight. Take a break, get a good shower, and cool off. Too hot all the time. And of course, going away from canal, we are going up.
Here's the Illinois River.
Yeah, it's just showing them the Illinois River.
Oh, cool.
All right, back on the trail. Good evening, friends. You find us this evening at, let's see if I can focus on it. Yes. Daniel's Motel. Daniel's Motel here in LaSalle, Illinois. We've finalized the
Hennepin Canal Trail.
Hennepin Canal Trail. In the typical fashion, there were no bells and whistles at the end of the canal. They just dump you off onto a road and say good luck. And
there was no sign for the parking lot. There was nothing.
We just rode and rode and rode today on that canal. And something about the surface just kept degrading all day. I think I touched on that. We made it all the way through there and then had decisions to make because we finished that at about 3:30 and it dropped us in the town of Bureau Junction.
Very hot again today.
Yeah, another hot day.
We did on the trail run into a guy who had created his own velomobile out of duct tape.
Yeah, pretty much. He was into duct tape. It was kind of weird. But I wish I had my camera rolling. I wish I missed it.
And then when we got to the end of the trail, we ran into a guy who was planning on riding across the United States.
Yep. And he does not seem prepared to do so. But
he's really not ready.
you know what? At least he's out there trying to do something.
Yep.
You know, he may fail, but at least he's tried. Better than sitting at home thinking I can't do it and never trying. Maybe you should spend a little more time prepping, but
he was at least asking the right questions.
He was. He's learning along the way. So we made a decision at 3:30 because we could have just stayed there at that last canal, that last lock on the canal. But what we've done all afternoon, we didn't know what we would do in the evening, and so we decided to keep riding another, it was about 20 miles.
Yeah.
Into LaSalle and get a motel room tonight for a couple of reasons. All of our batteries for all of our video equipment we're getting really low, including the backup battery. So this will give us a chance to get everything back up and charged. Should then last us the rest of the trip. Then we just wanted to be cool for a little while, and it's cooled off nicely this evening though. This would have been a nice evening to be sitting out. We'd been eaten by bugs, but yeah.
This way we'll get a nice early start in the morning, hopefully, and
early start.
we don't have to break camp. We'll just get to eat and get going, and so that'll hopefully save us some time and hopefully also save us some heat later on in the afternoon.
Yeah, we got a short day tomorrow. 37 miles on the books right now. That may change if we can find something closer to your parents. I don't know. I don't know what. There's not going to be much. I don't think.
It's from here on out. It's going to be
kind of slim pickings.
Slim pickings.
We're well past halfway. I feel like we're starting a new phase of the trip tomorrow on the I&M Canal. I'm a little anxious about that because looking at the map, it doesn't seem to be one contiguous canal trail. So we'll see what that looks like. But tomorrow I think it's going to be mostly on the canal once we get down there.
Yep.
So, all right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that pretty much covers it for today.
Yeah.
Long. We should have done better, but we eventually made it reasonable. So
we did 60. I think we hit 62 miles today, something like that.
Yeah. No, it was a reasonable
day. Yeah, but it was just, man, it was
hard to get going.
Yeah, and
we struggled.
Our times were not good. Like our average speed on it had. I think a big part of it was the
trail surface.
The trail surface was really zapping our energy. It got pretty loose at times and was really and a lot of.
It didn't help that we got off on a different spur and we had to come back and.
Yeah, but that ended up being a much less.
It wasn't long. It was just lots of things like that where there's little missteps where.
Oh, we went into the town of. Started with a W.
Oh, why Nah. We went to Casey's
We went to
get pizza.
We found a town close to the trail and busted off the trail up into town to get a pizza and for lunch, and that turned out okay.
Yeah.
We found a little park in town there to eat in. Just a very small town. Casey's was really the only food they had. So.
Bathrooms were locked.
Yeah, the bathrooms at the park were locked.
Water was on.
That's a trend.
Water was on.
Yeah, we did get some water there too. Yeah. All right. Very good. Well, we will see you on the trail. I don't think we have any of the regular Swiss Miss left. Shouldn't we have had one more packet?
Garbage.
Yeah, apparently that's what we got. So here. So yeah, we're not going to recommend the Swiss Miss salted caramel. Not great. Not
tastes like butterscotch.
Well,
and coffee.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Let's just say that it's different.
So now we ain't gonna get Swiss Miss to endorse our videos and sponsor us.
No, we love the regular Swiss Miss.
Regular Swiss Miss.
We should show the regular Swiss Miss every morning.
Right? Try and get a sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
Maybe we could
be influencers.
Maybe we could get sponsorship from pistachio butter. Pistachio butter.
No.
Almost like peanut butter, but with a slight off taste.
and texture. And color.
Very off color.
Yeah.
It's a little green.
It's really wasabi paste, I'm pretty sure, but pistachio butter.
It's like Chuck Mangione says. Feels so good.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, he says,
oh, you're gonna get blocked on YouTube. Oh, you're gonna get blocked.
You think that'll do it?
You're gonna
get a scar on my record.
You're gonna get a copyright strike.
Good old Chuck Mangione. Sorry, Chuck. I didn't mean to hum your tune poorly on YouTube.
It's not him you gotta apologize to. It's the record company.
Oh. Screw the record company.
They're the ones.
Those jerks. Chuck hates the record company.
Oh, the man's a living treasure.
Is he still living?
I don't know. Maybe he's a dead treasure.
We'll have to check that and edit it out.
Unless he's dead, in which case you keep the dead part.
All right. I think that's a sufficient wrap up of yesterday.